Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you're joining us bright and early this Friday morning. Hey, pandas. Pandas. Let's start off with filling out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think might be. Also, make sure you hit that like button. Give me some good mornings and good evenings in the chat if you're joining us. Let the YouTube algorithm know that you guys are engaged followers of this channel. Boy, oh boy, can you imagine this? The 2000 tick chart marks out for us the trading range perfectly as it hits here, failed breakout, comes right up, and guess where it stops? Right at the top of the trading range. Absolutely incredible, the trading range indicator. Notice that the trading range indicator started detecting a trading range way back here. I mentioned on the Discord that while we were hovering up here, the trading range indicator looked like this. And for most people, when they see this, they're probably thinking, no, this is an uptrend. This is definitely an uptrend. Something's going on. This is still going up. But I notified the Discord that even though that we see we're in a strong uptrend, possible reversal from down here, the trading range indicator is still marking this as a trading range, so just be aware of that. Be aware. Just be aware. And that's what the trading range indicator does for us. It just helps us be aware. And lo and behold, guess where the next destination was? All the way back down to the bottom of the trading range. And bounces off here, and the rest of the day just kind of hangs out near the bottom here. It does have a break of trend, new low, and then finally, there's no entries here, but break of trend, new low, failed breakdown, and then comes right back up to the top of the trading range. That's actually pretty incredible. Like, this happened overnight. It's not like I was trading this, but that's actually incredible if you were able just to have like a limit order somewhere down here, and then just have your target up here. That's how many points is that? 4466. That's 20 points, almost 20 points of movement here overnight. But like I said, very difficult to have trusted to do that, but just to be aware of the trading range at the moment, it's a good tool for that. As you guys are rolling in, good morning, good morning. Let me say good morning. Phil W, good morning. TGIF from Toronto. Yes, thank God it is Friday. But for me, I do get sad on the weekends because I love trading and I love being with this community. And so the weekend means no trading. So it's a shame, but we'll wait till Monday. Marcelino, good morning from the Philippines. New Panda here. Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Mo just says GM. What a boss. Hey, Mo, thanks for the chat engagement. Just a simple GM is helpful for me. Helpful for us. As you guys are rolling in, I'll go ahead and begin. Hey, if anyone knows what time the announcement is, let me see if I can pull up some information. Icky, good morning, Panda. I came for the lo-fi music. Let's go, baby. Yeah, some people just like to have the music. Some people just like have me talking in the background. They don't even listen to me, but it's just, for some reason, just nice to have a voice out there, which I'm completely cool with. I'll be your voice of reason in this crazy, crazy market. I'm trying to pull up some information on when trying to find out when that announcement is. I had a good one, like future something, daily FX. Oh, daily FX I think is the one. Yeah, here it is. We do have a event that should happen today. I'm trying to figure out what time it is. I believe it's a Fed at 10 o'clock today. So at 10 o'clock we might have a big big news event. And at 10 o'clock, and I'm looking at dailyfx.com, if you guys are wondering. So Daily FX says that at 10 o'clock, Fed Powell will be speaking. And what the market is scared of, or what they're waiting for, is the word taper. And if the word taper is being used and the algorithms catch that, then what's going to happen is the market is going to go crazy. It's going to go bonkers. Most likely, I mean, it makes sense for the market to actually fall when you use the word taper, because that means what the government's going to do, they're going to try to deflate the economy. And this inflated market bubble should deflate with it. But the market is crazy, and we let price action tell us what the market really thinks. So the thing about news is it's just nice so you can time it, but I don't think the news necessarily will tell us which direction the market will go. I think reading price action does that best for us. So if the Fed announces tapering, then what they're saying is that they're going to do some quantitative tightening, lowering, or rather probably raising interest rates slowly, and trying to get this economy back to some stability. It's just being so inflated with all of this money printing. And this is a big reason why the market just keeps going up, up into outer space, to the stratosphere. I mean, there's no limit if you inflate the market. But you're thinking, okay, high prices must be good economy. But if the dollar starts to lose its power, who cares how high the price is? Right? It's just actually, it's not a good reflection. So that's why I personally am buying some gold, even though tapering is bad for gold because that means you're taking away inflation and whatnot. But I just like to have that backup. Nathan Datan says, I'll send you a ninja indicator plotting all forex factory events on the top left corner. Yeah, forex factory is also pretty good. Welcome to the stream, guys. Let me say good morning to some of you guys. Andrew Miller, good morning from Ohio. Mo asks, what indicators are loaded? I only have the 20 EMA, solid blue line, 240 SMA. I also have two custom indicators that counts legs for us, identify second entries, and also trading ranges using price action. Scruffy says, good afternoon from London. Welcome to the stream. Russell H says 10:30 EST. I think corrects himself to 10 a.m. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they actually released the notes before Powell speaks. And so the notes will already be out there and the market will already be consuming the notes. But I could be wrong. Adam Thal says, hello, first time trading futures on Sim account. Can't wait to learn more from you. Let's go, baby. Hey, thoughts and prayers to your journey. It might be a long, rough journey, who knows? Or it might be very smooth and easy. But if it's anything like mine, it's gonna take some time. It's all good. I've been trading for maybe about a year on futures. I'll say maybe actually a year and a half now it's been. Trading futures, specifically the two-legged pullback, about a year and a half. Angel says, bro, I bought your range indicator. It is amazing. Thanks a lot. I do hope it's helpful. I mean, I have it on my charts all the time, so it helps me. I know that. So, but again, it's a tool, and the tool's only as useful as the wielder of the tool. And so it's like a hammer. If you have a hammer and then you're mad that you can't build a house, don't be mad at the hammer. Don't start yelling at the hammer. Don't start yelling at the manufacturer of the hammer saying, how could you make such a dumb hammer? It's not the hammer's fault, guys. It's not the hammer's fault. These are just tools for us to use. Okay, as you guys are rolling in, let me do a daily chart review of yesterday's price action as you guys are rolling in. And yeah, I mean, we started yesterday with this triangle. If you guys remember, I had this triangle plotted out during stream, and I was actually looking at the triangle on the 10K chart. And the 10K chart, the triangle looked something like okay, I must have erased it, but the triangle on the 10K chart looked something like this. And I had and this was yesterday during stream, and I remember entering onto this trap here, this Pikachu, thinking, okay, this is a nice place to have the reversal here. So, you know, kind of have a double top, you have a triangle, and I like when these breakout patterns are broken out with traps. And so I try to get 2 points from here, and it easily scalps 1 point and reverses, but I tried to get 2 and it touched my target and reversed it. And so I didn't get my, I actually didn't get my my 2 point scalp. And so when it reversed and printed this big green bull bar, I kind of got worried, and so I skunked my trade. But like I said, I was thinking most likely we're going to continue downwards, right? These breakout patterns typically are continuation patterns. And you have the original trend, which is downtrend right here. Right? How do you find the original trend? Just look at the last time the market was always in short or always in long. And so you see here that it was always in short. And the market starts to make a triangle here. And then finally breaks down to the same side as the original trend. And I remember, if you guys remember, I mentioned that industry, most likely there's a slight higher chance for this to break to the downside. And so when I saw this trap, I was very, very interested, thinking we'll have this big push down on this trap here, but rather it made another push up and then actually trapped again, but this time with a perfect scalp. And finally, when it printed this strong bull bar, it just flushed. It just flushed outside of this triangle here. And ever since then, we've been below this triangle. And the trading range indicator on the 10K chart is very spot on, very accurate on the 10K chart. And you have a two-legged pullback here with a nice signal bar, and it just comes right back to the top of the trading range, as you can see. And so yesterday, let's see if there's some good. I mean, honestly, yesterday, you guys might not have liked yesterday's price action, but I thought yesterday's price action was amazing. I was so happy. Finally, there's some volatility. I think I ended the day like plus 1800, something like that. I made 1800 scalping the emini, and that's, you know, it's been a while since I had a day like that, and so it's nice to see some volatility back into the market. And on stream, I believe I took this two-legged pullback. I wanted to get that runner, but the runner got stopped out because it got a little choppy here. But obviously, I like this one. So let's see here. I skipped this two-legged pullback on stream, if you guys remember, because we went above the 20 EMA. And with strong bull push like this, you're thinking V bottom, possible reversal. And so when you see, like, you know, price action that looks like this, you don't want to go short against that. You want to wait. You want to wait a little bit till you get a little more evidence that this downtrend will continue. So once it comes here, this trap, I was very intrigued, but I skipped this trap. But I was pretty interested in this trap, but skipped it on stream. And this is nice because if you think about it, by the way, I'm going to do this maybe for 5 more minutes. You have this trap, two-legged pullback above the 20 EMA, so you don't want to go short, and that reverses on you. And this is why you want to be on the right side of the 20 EMA when taking your two-legged pullback. That is on the wrong side of the 20 EMA. And here you see, again, on the wrong side of the 20 EMA, a strong push down, and now you have this big bear bar here, giving us a price action that will probably come down again. And then finally we have a trap here coming on the wrong side, and then this trap does give us a nice point here. But I skipped that trap, just a little confused with the price action at the moment. But when I saw this Pikachu setup happen, I liked it a lot. And so I took that during stream, right? 20 EMA, two-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA, and comes back down and needs to make a new low. That's what we're looking for. Break up trend, trying to find a new low somewhere. Finally makes a new low here. I actually took this second entry long, higher low setup, because we made a new low just by by a point pretty much. Here's the original low, and if you can see, this low is a new low. And now I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is time to go long. And so I actually took this higher low setup and was able to scalp out about 3 points off this one. 1, 2, 3 points, or 2.5 points here on my core position. And scalped out there for a couple $100 gain. And then finally makes another new low. And then this higher low setup was the setup that I was waiting for, actually. I thought this setup was going to be this setup, but this setup was the one that finally rocketed up. And then a couple traps here. I skipped this one though, because I saw this strong downtrend here, but that was the one, the money maker with a nice runner here. You would have got a nice runner with that one. How do I know it's a nice runner? Because this breakout, right after the second entry triggers, there's a gap here, right? And there's a gap from this low to this high. And so we know that it does not fill that gap. And so this is potential runner here for anyone who took that trade. So congrats to anyone who did take that one and was able to ride this up all the way up. And then here I was saying, we have potential. We have a potential range here because the trading range indicator was marking this plus multiple failed breakouts. I remember mentioning that on my on YouTube. I made a post about that, and that happened. I believe not right there, right here. Actually, where did it happen? Where was yesterday? 25th. Sorry about that. Little loss on the charts here. Big push down. Looking for that trading range. Oh, right here. When we came back up, multiple pushes, failed breakouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failed breakouts. And so this trap, after this two-legged pullback happens, this trap, I was actually in this trap. And that's a pretty good trap. And actually that marks the top of the reversal before it comes all the way back down with a trap here. So if you're a swing trader, then you could have swung that for 2x your risk reward. So this is why I like to have the 5-minute charts, the 2K chart, the 10K chart, all trading the exact same setup, the two-legged pullback. It just gives us more opportunities, gives us a better insight on what's happening here. Let's see here. This two-legged pullback I actually took as well, and two-legged pullback here. The signal bar is a little bullish, but still I like the location. I like the context that we're in, and I thought it was worth the risk of that kind of like 1.5 point risk to 2 point risk. I like that risk for the setup being at the top of the trading range, coming below the 20 MA, breaking below, right? So we have breakup trend, new high, right, with a trap coming down, and I'm looking for a setup to go short now. And so that was a nice setup to go short. All right, there are plenty of more setups that we could look for, but let's go ahead and jump into the pre-market analysis as we are approaching market open. I'm gonna say good morning to more of you guys. Good morning, guys. Incognito Games. Good morning. Good morning. Richard Belmont from Colombia. Good morning. Kimbo Hasbo from the UK. Welcome back. Welcome back. Extra medium Daddy Max. So I'm new. Here to stay. Just took me 2 legs to get here. Let's go, baby. 2 legs. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, Extra Medium. Morning from Hawaii. We got a couple Hawaiians here. Hawaiian pandas. SW Blaze, good morning from Chicago. Let me go to the pre-market analysis. Let me tell you what kind of day I think it might be today. Make sure you guys fill out that poll and hit that like button if you guys are rolling in. Guys, I'm Bob My Money. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you guys can join us. On this stream, we trade only one single instrument, the biggest, baddest instrument product in the world, the most liquidable market known to mankind, the emini futures, S&P futures. We trade only one single setup here, the 2-legged pullback, keeping things simple as possible. It's a pattern that looks like this: 2 pushes down, or 2 pushes up, two-legged pullback. Oftentimes you hear me call it as an ABC pattern, ABC. Simple, it's the same thing, L2, H2. These are all different names for the exact same thing. It's a two-legged pullback. In the right context, this pattern is greater than a 90% probability to make a point. If I bring it to the charts here, we have a two-legged pullback right here that gives us a nice point here, a nice scalp. On the emini, every point is $50. And so if you trade about 5 or 4 contracts, then for every scalp, you're making $200. With just 2 scalps a day with a runner, you can make $500, $600, $700 a day. So we trade only one single setup. We're going to try to find the best two-legged pullback setups on the charts as they develop. This is a live stream with real money. And so what you'll see me doing is actually taking real trades, and you're gonna see me making a lot of analysis per every trade, because I'm trying to read bar by bar, because on this stream we trade pure price action. I don't have momentum indicators. I don't have any indicators to tell me, anything about the trend or anything like that. I believe that the bars give us all the information we need. The price action tells us everything we need. And so on the screen, on my charts, I have very little indicators. Everything I have helps with price action. I have the 20 EMA, I have the 240 SMA, and I have an indicator that automatically counts all legs for us. It also identifies second entries. And so with the dark green and dark red numbers, you can see that these are all second entries. Second entry here, second entry here, second entry here, second entry approaching. If you look to the right of the chart, you can see the super signal not only gives us the leg count, upcoming leg count, but also upcoming leg type, which by the dark green number will let us know that this is actually a second entry. How do I know that? Well, I can manually draw for you guys, A, B, C. But I just like to look at the super signal, and if we're in the right context, the super signal is all I need to look for if we're in a second entry or not. Also, I have the trading range indicator that marks trading ranges using pure price action. And if you're wondering how does this work, well, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com, where I go into details on how the trading range indicator actually detects trading ranges. And I recommend for you guys to look at that, right? If you go to the tutorial section on the website, it tells you exactly how this trading range indicator finds trading ranges, and I recommend you guys looking that up, because that can help you manually find trade. You don't need a trading range indicator to find it. It just helps. It does it automatically. It just helps you. But I think it's beneficial if anyone just learns how to find trading ranges. I mean, if the trading range indicator can find it automatically, then we can definitely do it manually. That's it for the introduction. If you want more information about the two-legged pullback indicator, check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. That's it, guys. Welcome to the stream, man. Hey, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I do this absolutely for free, so hitting that like button helps this stream. Helps the stream. It helps me, motivates me to continue providing this kind of content for free. But you guys can become pandas if you hit that join button. $4.99 a month. Helps me with my morning coffee. Do appreciate it. About 5 minutes to a market open. I'm going to end the poll here. 46% of you guys think it's a trading range. Pandas, we have a big news event at 10 o'clock. I do not know if it's going to be a trading range day today. I'm going to look at the daily chart here. In my opinion, this looks to me like it wants to make one more leg up. It wants to make, this is the daily chart, it wants to make a two-legged move. In my mind, the market has not finished its move yet. But notice, pandas, we have break of trend, new high. So we are in reversal territory. We're always, whenever we make a new high, we're always in reversal territory. But especially when we break of trend, new high, making the new high. But typically this new high is created with a two-legged pullback before it reverses, right? The market loves to move in twos. This is why we like to find a two-legged pullback. The market moves in twos. It has one more leg up here. So pandas, in my mind, it wants to make one more leg up. Now, does it want to make the leg up here right now, or does it want to come down a little bit more then make the leg up? I'm not sure, pandas. But in my mind, it wants to make a leg up. And with a strong news event today, I wouldn't be surprised. New all-time highs. The only thing against that is a strong bear bar ending near its low. And so whenever we make a new high, we have a strong bear bar ending near its low, right? We have one here, right? Doesn't actually make a new low. New high, no strong bear bar ending on its low, right? Here's a high, kind of bear bar ending near its low with continuation. New high, strong bear ending near its low. Has actually one push up, right? That actually breaks previous candle's high, then finally breaks down, making a two-legged pullback here. So looking at the daily, it's difficult in my mind. I think we want to make one more push up, pandas. But hey, we're gonna let the price action tell us what's gonna happen. In the pre-market, we see we're still in this trading range, and until we break out of this trading range, we're not going to make any assumptions on which way this trading range is gonna break out. Technically, it has more chance to break out to the downside because we entered it coming down, but this could be a reversal here. We have about 3 more minutes until market open. By the way, for those who are wondering, this is the 2000 tick chart. Let me say good morning to more pandas here. Good morning, guys. Good morning, J-Mac. Brighter future. Good morning from Finland. Asif Harani from Toronto. A lot of Canadians here. Free paper cuts. Good morning from Miami. Banafshek, welcome back. Oh, we got a new member. Kirk Reed has been a member for 5 months. Kirk Reed, thanks for continuing being a member here. Do appreciate it. Pandas, we have an H4 set up here. About to set up. As you can see, we're at the top of the trading range, coming to the middle of the trading range, finding some support here. This might tell us we might break out to the upside. No assumptions, but that may happen. Let's see how strong the midpoint of the trading range lasts. Market's about to open in about 47 more seconds. We do have a spike channel, right, to start the morning. Spike channel. Channel here, that's broken. What we're actually expecting is a new high here if we want to reverse this. Very difficult to take this reversal right off here, because where we are at now is at the breakout point of this, the channel. So we have the channel here, and we're testing the bottom of the channel. Breakout, testing bottom channel, possible trading range, but people are wondering trading range or reversal here. 9:30 market just opened, H4 setup right off the bat. Pandas, let's find those best setups possible today. 240 SMA acting as support, hits and ones. We might try to make a double bottom on it. We might reverse here. H5. H5 is looking to fail here. I might be interested in this H5 failure here. Looking to go long here, pandas, on this failed H5. Failed H5, made me want to enter there. Let's go, baby. We got a runner, pandas. We got a runner. Strong bull bar. Don't stop me out. Let's get this runner. hopefully, pandas, I hope today will be a day where I teach you how to manage your runners. And that's all today will be. I hope this runner goes up to infinity. I have a strange feeling it's not. But we shall see. Pandas can dream. Let's go, baby. Morning scalp. Let's get that. Failed H5. Right, this trap fails to make a point. Triple bottom. It looks like I'm getting stopped out. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look promising. It looks like it wants to try to stop me out here. Pandas can dream. Pandas can dream. Keep going up. We're looking for a new high before we have a major trend reversal. We're looking for that new high. I'm going to let this develop here, pandas. And I'm going to try to make it so it has a minor reversal. And I'm going to move my stop loss at the minor reversal if the market is so generous enough to give it to us. We need a gap here and we need it to keep going up. But these wicks here is making me think otherwise, that it's going to come back down. And so, you know, you're actually very sensitive to reversals when you are in a long trade. Like you're thinking everything's going to be a reversal. And so you're like hyper sensitive to these wicks, and you're like actually paying more attention to detail when it comes to coming to the short side. And so these wicks right now are kind of scaring me, making me think I'm going to stop. My runner's going to stop out here. Currently, my runner is almost as much as the scalp itself. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Actually, the runner is as much as the scalp itself now. Kind of doubling that up here. Let's go, baby. Hey, we're still good though, pandas. We're still good. The 5-minute printing a pretty strong bullish candle on the 5-minute, pandas. Let's go, baby. Come on. Give me that runner. Give me the dream. Give me a dream runner here. Got 4 points here now. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. But pandas, I want to manage this runner in a way where I can try to maximize the profit here. And I don't want to prematurely stop it if it has potential to go really high. So we'll see here. But every reversal makes me feel like it's going to stop me out. I hope it's not one of those days. I hope it just keeps going up, up, up in the way. But doesn't it feel like it's going to stop you out? When you see big wicks like that, you're thinking, man, this is going to stop me out. This is it. It surely feels like it's going to try to stop me out. But we're in a good place right now, pandas. We're fine. This is free money. This is just a little extra bonus that we can get. So I don't mind getting stopped out at break even plus 1 tick. Right, you salvage the commissions here. It's all good, pandas. Hey, we still got our scalp. That's the beauty of it. We still got our scalp, and now we're just trying to get that extra. This is all extra. This is all bonus. Just riding this for free, right? No risk of loss of capital here. We get a trap to trigger, pandas, which is a good sign. We got the trap to actually trigger above the 20 EMA here. Is the market going to be stingy on us? What's the market going to do? It looks like it wants to stop me out just because all these wicks are being created here, right? Creating a double top of some sort. There's a double top here, potential double top to reverse the market. But for me, since this is basically free, I'm just gonna ride it out. I wanted to make a tip. Technically, I can raise this and save myself 1 point here, but for me, it's not enough. It's that 1.2, you know, it's like $50 to me to save from here to here, but having that extra probability to keep going up and not getting stopped out, for me, it's worth just holding here because it's just $50 a profit being missed. So I wanted to go a little bit higher before moving my stop loss. I want this to be, you know, I want to grab that potential home run if I can get it. But this price action, it doesn't look like it's gonna really rocket upwards. It's already stalling out here at this double top, right? From this minor pivot high here. It's actually giving a double top here, possibly creating another reversal, strong reversal downwards. But Panda's no reason to worry. We're just holding on to this. There's no risk here for us. But when I read this price action, it doesn't look very strong going upwards, in my opinion. I want to see some strong bull bars ending near their high. Right? I don't want to see big wicks on the top. I don't want to see strong bear bars like this. I don't want to see that. I like this trap here, but even the trap is slow to go up. And so, you know, you have all of these things that you might think, hey, it might be worth just getting the extra $200 here. I scalp out right now instead of trying to hold for the home run, because when you're looking at this, you're not thinking home run right now. You're thinking this looks a little slow, looks a little, you know, sluggish. It looks like it wants to reverse, especially at a place like this, right? We have the spiking channel, makes a minor reversal up here, pivot high, and this pivot high, lower high setup, double top. You're thinking possible reversal here. So the bears are looking for a reversal off this pivot high here, right? Because of this break, spiking channel, this break here. Thinking the bears want it to basically come down here, and they might with this lower high setup. So that's, you know, that's a decision on, you know, on you, what you want to do. For me, it's not worth it. I mean, I just, it's okay. I want to see the home run if I can get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failed breakouts to the upside. It's actually not a bad short to go into. But I'll hold this runner. I want to be able to manage this runner in a way where we can learn something. And so if we get another push up, I like that. Makes a perfect scalp. 20 EMA still protecting us at the moment. Hey JM, if your 2K chart looks different, maybe you can a strong bear bar ending near its low. I almost want to skunk this because of that bear bar ending on its low. Most likely going to stop me out. But Pandas, I'm fine with this. I'm fine losing this runner here. High chance to stop you out now because of that strong bear bar ending near its low. Right, multiple failed breakouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failed breakouts here. Let's go, baby. It's all good. Hey, we still got a runner. Oh, we still got our scalp. Let's go. Let's go. We'll start off with that. I was hoping a big runner, but like I said, that price action made it look like it wasn't really gonna blast off. In fact, that was a nice, it's actually a nice second entry short to take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failed breakouts, giving us a nice two-legged pullback at this double top here, potential double top. So now you're actually looking for this trap here, if you can get it. If this trap triggers, that might be a good trade to take actually to the downside. Right, bouncing off the top of the trading range. Failed trap to the upside here. I'm thinking taking this trap here, Pandas, to go short. Trying to take this trap here. Let's see if we get it. Small stop loss. I'm okay losing this. Right, with this multiple failed breakouts to the upside here. trap trade, double top here. This risk might be a little too small for me. I might want to raise this risk a little bit, but I'm okay losing this. I think it's a good setup. I'm gonna actually raise it here. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it here for now. I don't mind losing this. I like the setup, double top, reversal, trap, failed trap here, right? Showing us some signs from the bears, some strength from the bears. Let's see if we can get a scalp here, pandas. And this failed traps here, oh boy. It looks like a failed trap on this side as well. Failed trap on this side, not looking promising for the bears right now. Still don't mind the setup here though, to go short. For me, it's like this setup is worth it, right? You have this double top, right? Failed, right? 6 failed breakouts, and a trap on this side below the 20 MA. In my opinion, it's a setup. It's a setup that I think is worth taking, and even if I get stopped out, I don't mind. I don't mind it at all. The only thing I'm thinking about is maybe raising my stop loss up to here, but in my mind, if this trap fails as well, then I probably don't want to be in that. I probably don't want to be the opposite of that. So I'll take this hit, thinking this setup was worth it. Or trap to the downside. And if this stops me out, then I'm actually completely okay with that. In my mind, the setup was worth taking that risk, right? Just like a one, was it actually 2.5 point risk to make 1 point. In my mind, it's worth it. And I might be a little red today, but it's okay, pandas. You know, we have plenty of time to make, to find those two-legged pullbacks. Just waiting for this to finish. Good morning, pandas. You guys are rolling in. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button. Give me that point. Come on. It makes this like 1, 2, 3, 4 quad, micro quad bottom. Reversing. Most likely can stop me out here. It's all good, pandas. I thought the setup was worth it. It's all good, pandas. Took that hit. I thought the setup was worth it. I saw a double top here. Top of the trading range. Potentially come back down. And I thought it was a good setup to go short. And potential nice runner. But obviously it does stop me out here with the double trap. Right? Failed breakout. Failed trap to the upside. Failed trap to the downside. Very tricky. That's very tricky in my opinion. But the setup in my mind was worth it. I think that was like a decent setup to take. I don't mind it. I don't mind losing that. It's all good, pandas. Hey. We got a big news event happening in about 15 minutes. Let's read the price action as best as possible until we get there. Market's looking a little choppy to me still. Little choppy. Let's look at the other time frames here. Well, we have a 5-minute chart that's coming back to the top here. 10K chart. Where are we in the 10K? 10K about, that doesn't look right. Okay, yeah. We have a two-legged pullback on the 10K chart, huh? Two-legged pullback on the 10K chart at the top of the trading range. Hovering above the 20 EMA, right at the top of the trading range. Strong bull bar. Confusing to me, not exactly sure. Alright, pandas, let's see what's happening today. Not interested in this short. Looking for a new high now, right? Break a trend, new high, then looking for a trap setup to the downside. That's tricky. I'm still looking at this trade that I messed up on. Right, we have a trap to the upside fails and trap to the downside fails. That's pretty tricky, pandas. That's tricky to me. I'm actually pretty impressed the market did that. Pretty tricky. But took a small loss. It's not that bad. I'm just trying to analyze what had happened. A double top here, right? Spiking channel, double top. It's a lower double top. In my mind, worth trying. Worth trying at least. That's how I skipped that trade. Already trapped out. I'm gonna try and make a actually gonna have a setup here. A special setup for today for a news event. Try to, ooh, actually that was a nice setup right here. The failed trap off of the top gives you a point right here immediately. It looks a little choppy. Making a double top again here. Staying above the 20 EMA. Price action is telling us we're a little choppy here. Right, here's a 10K chart. I'm gonna clear up this chart a little bit. It's very messy. Let me go over some of the chats here. Sorry, pandas, for neglecting you guys. Just focus. There's some pretty good price action right now. If your chart looks very different, you might want to reload your historical data. Mark Carroll, speaking some sense, says $50 would get you a small bottle of Blanton's for the weekend. Unfortunately, it's impossible to find Blanton's around these neck of the bamboo woods. Speedy Boy says, good morning from London. I've just smashed this like button. Let's go, baby. Appreciate it. The 10K chart. Breakup trend. Retest of this trend line. As you can see, floating above the 20 EMA. And so the question is, are we going to come back down? Or is this a successful breakout? The 5-minute also looking a little sketchy, but bullish. Right, with these big wicks, but still bullish. In my opinion, very hard to tell what's going to happen here. Right, what we have so far: spike, channel breaks down, retest the bottom of the channel, which is what we expect. Makes a double bottom off that and comes up, and now it's probably retesting the height, the extreme high of the channel. Probably make a new high, and there we can look for a major trend reversal, but it really depends on the price action. If it's very strong bullish pressure, then we're not trying to go long, or we're not trying to go short. No new high yet. This is curling upwards, as you guys can see. It's starting to curl upwards above the 20 EMA. We're at the top of the trading range still. Top of the trading range. Bottom of the trading range, top of the trading range, back to the bottom of the trading range. Failed breakdown, back to the very top of the trading range. There's some pretty strong bullish pressure. So we're at the top of the trading range right now. This is why it's a little confusing of what's going to happen here. All right, this looks bullish, but we're at the top of the trading range, so it's a little bit confusing. Actually, one second, I am. Oh, this microphone is so sensitive. Okay, big push down. We got 5 minutes to the big announcement. No setups yet though. 5 minutes to the big announcement. Starting to see some movement though. I believe we have the possibility to make all-time highs today, in my opinion. Not sure if something got leaked, but that's a strong move, but not strong enough for big news event. You're thinking 10-point swings on big news events. 10-point swings. Confusing. I mean, the market will be in a confusing spot around these type of events. You're top of trading range, but bullish behavior at the top. I mean, you're thinking the trading range, new high, you're trying to make a new high. Failed to do so, strong push down. Three more minutes into the news event. Just not sure what's going to happen today, pandas. You can go to a couple places. Forex Factory, I think, is a big one. Daily FX is another one. Kind of gives you some, it's like a calendar that tells you like announcements that may impact the market. Just watching, you've got nothing here. You're thinking trading range at the moment. Two more minutes. But I got no setup here. Not interested. Even going long after a strong push down, not very interested in that either. Couldn't make a new high yet, so not sure what's happening here. We are getting a lot of traps though at the moment. That's crazy, this trap failing. I'm actually surprised. Just waiting. One more minute. 10K chart looks like this. It can come right back down to the bottom of the trading range in a matter of seconds. It can come back to the bottom trading range very easily, or it can make brand new highs. Okay, I don't see any setups here, so I'm not going to be even in a trade. I was thinking about trying to get into trade right at the news event. But doesn't look like anything's happening here. At least for us, no two-legged pullbacks yet. But it's good to have anticipate a couple scenarios here. About 10 more seconds to the big news event. Very hard to tell what's going to happen. Okay, news event is triggered, breaking down. Breaking down, coming back up. Market's digesting it, Hitting the 240 SMA once again. Market's still digesting it. Doesn't know what's happening. Almost want to take this trap if the trap's here. Big doji, still confused. Pushing up now. Follow through. We're looking for follow through after this bar. Break a trend, new high. Whew, not sure, Panda. Still not very clear on what's happening here, even after the news event. Very confusing. That's how the 5 minute looks like. Just a huge range bar. Big bull bar, no follow through. Makes a new high here. I want a two-legged pullback new high. Makes a new high. Ending near its high, on its high. Trap trade to the downside. I may be interested. This market is confused still. Another push up. Might be looking for all-time highs now. Breaking out, breaking out. The 10K was bullish. The 5-minute looks super bullish now. Got no setups though. No setups for us. After this bar, that was actually a high probability scalp just to make a point. Potentially for this trap here. Gonna hold my horses. I kind of want to come back to 20 EMA now. You're thinking another push up here. Sort of want to take this trap. Still interested in this trap here. A little too far away from 20 EMA for me. I like that trap because it comes right after a breakout. Strong uptrend, it makes a perfect scalp. Makes an absolute scalp on that trap. I was thinking about entering that trap, but too hesitant. I didn't like this big wick here. But that was a possible entry here. Right after breakout, typically does trap. But I've been burned before by that. 90% probability we get another push up. Look at this 5-minute bar, pandas. 90% probability we get another push up from here. You just want to buy. You should just be buying right now. Only looking to go long. Try to find whatever excuse we have to go long. One pullback. Some people may want to enter here, go long here. I'll wait for a two-legged pullback though. A, B, C. This is a first entry if we do enter long here. If you want to enter long, if you're very eager, you can enter here. Right, bull bar ending on its high. And I'm playing off the 5-minute chart. When we see a 5-minute bar look like this, you're thinking follow through. So you're thinking you want to buy a pullback. You're looking for a pullback. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Give me a pullback. Give me my two-legged pullback. Come on. Two-legged pullback not giving to us. Market's being stingy at the moment. Gives us a micro double bottom instead of a two-legged pullback. I may want to enter here on a hidden second entry because of the micro double bottom here. Instead of breaking below and then making new high, this could be a hidden second entry. A, B, C, hidden second entry. Hidden second entry does trigger. Terrible signal bar though. You're really trying to find any excuse to buy right now. And I want to buy. That's hidden second entry. Gives you a perfect scalp. Absolute scalp on this hidden second entry. Potentially could still get a two-legged pullback if we don't break the previous pivot high. Previous pivot high. Still not broken. Potential two-legged pullback still. If it breaks the previous pivot high, which is right here, two-legged pullback's gone. You're still looking for any excuse to buy. Spike and channel. What's happening? Spike, channeling now. Tight channel, very tight channel. That's what's happening. Market's being stingy, not giving us a two-legged pullback. The two-legged pullback is like a discount in the market. We get two pushes down. It's a two-legged pullback discount on a trend, basically. We just lost our two-legged pullback there. Lost it by 2 ticks. Now it wants to trigger below, unfortunately, with no setups now. You can have a trap set up here if you want to go long still. We have a wedge now. 1, 2, 3 pushes up. Even though we're in an uptrend, the uptrend is not very strong from this, as you can see. It's a spiking channel. Marking measure move here. 5 minute, like I said, there's follow through, 90% chance follow through, which is what we're having here now. That's why you're looking for any opportunity to go long, but we didn't get our two-legged pullback. That's what I wanted, pandas. I wanted the two-legged pullback to go long, but didn't give it to us. It was very close to giving it to us, but never gave it to us actually. This still has a lot more juice. It wants to make all-time highs. Like I said, it wants to make another push up before finally reversing. It needs to make a two-legged move. Mentioned that earlier, that most likely it wants to make one more push up before reversing. But this two-legged pullback, I am very interested on the daily. But it might happen way up here. Who knows how far it will happen up. All-time high is about 2 ticks away. All-time highs are right here. No setups for us, pandas, unfortunately. Got no setups now. No two-legged pullbacks back to the trend. Just a bunch of first entries and a bunch of traps. That's what we're getting here. Inside bar. Just watching. Nothing to see here, pandas. Inside bar again. 2 inside bars. OII pattern, as Al Brooks would call it. This is a breakout pattern on a smaller time frame. This is a small, teeny triangle, actually. We're waiting to either break the high or the low here, giving us a direction. Breaks the high. Now breaks the low. I actually have a two-legged pullback right now, pandas. Far away from the 20 MA, right? Hitting at the previous all-time high. I'm gonna go long here on this two-legged pullback. In this trade, keeping the 4-point stop loss here. Let's go, baby. Let's get a runner here. Let's hope this runner goes a little bit further here than the previous one. Looks like I'm about to get stopped out my runner. Stopped out my runner, but let's go, baby. We're still down 175, but it's all good, pandas. Stick to the plan. Let's keep sticking to the plan. Sticking to the plan. Fortunately, that runner got stopped out. It's all good, pandas. We're on this monster spiking channel right now. I mean, this spiking channel looks probably something like this. Absolutely incredible. Nothing stopping this market from ever coming back down again. Sheesh. Yeah, unfortunately my runner got stopped out, but this is what I was hoping would happen. Just keep grinding upwards, never coming back down. But unfortunately the runner got stopped out. You have multiple bull bars like this still, it's actually still very bullish in my opinion. Very tight bull channel right now. Very tight bull channel. Never want to go short against this. Never, ever, ever, ever. Never go short, even though it's a good signal bar like this. Never go short against this. Super strong, tight bull channel. You actually want to probably take this trap, if anything, if it's a reverse. Planning to take this trap, pandas. Tempted to take this trap here. Still always in long. Market's still always in long. Taking this trap. Small risk here. Market's always in long still. Let's go, baby. Always in long, always in long. Give me my 4 points. I'll take 4 points this time. Give me my 4 points. I'll take 4. You're thinking the bears have given up after that trap here. The bears might have given up. I'm going to try to manage this best as I can. Stops me out. It's all good, pandas. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Still always in long. Don't ever go short against this market. Look at the 10K chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bull bars in a row on the 10K chart. The 5-minute chart actually might show a little bit reason to go short if you see a good signal bar here. Finally coming back down. This is the all-time high. This mark is the all-time high. This horizontal line. Still not planning to go short anytime soon. Only short I would take is a two-legged pullback on the 10K chart, I think. If we have something like this happen, then I might consider the 10K two-legged pullback. I think the only time you go short is if you see like a strong break of trend like this. Then another two-legged pullback, right? Create a new high. This is a major trend reversal. And then you have a two-legged pullback trap trade. This is your best setup when it comes to something like this. But other than that, there's a lot of things that need to happen. But none of this has happened yet. You know, you don't want to go against this trend unless you see this pattern. Break a trend, preferably under, right? Making a moving average gap, and then two-legged pullbacks makes another two-legged pullback move up, then two-legged pullback. You know, if the market starts to look like this after breaking trend, if it starts to look like this, you know, the trend is not done yet. There's no reason to go short against that. It's a new trend. The trend is still established. If it makes like 3 or 4 pushes up, Greg Martin asks, what means 10K? It means 10,000 tick chart. By the way, pandas, I've been neglecting you guys. I'm Bye Bye Money. Welcome to my channel. For those who guys are rolling in, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you give me some good mornings, good evenings in the chat here. On this stream, we trade only one single instrument. The biggest, the baddest, most liquidable market in the world, the emini futures. We try to keep things simple by trading only one single setup. The two-legged pullback is 2 pushes down or 2 pushes up. And in the right context, this gives us a greater than 90% probability to make a point. So what we're looking for here is a two-legged pullback, which does trigger here. We have ourselves a nice two-legged pullback here, giving us an opportunity to maybe go long. But on the charts, we use pure price action. And so we're trying to find our two-legged pullbacks using pure price action here. So on the charts, you don't see any momentum indicators. All you see are indicators that help with price action, 20 EMA. Right, and also an indicator that identifies all second entries and marks all, or also counts all legs for us. We have ourselves a two-legged pullback, pandas. A, B, C, two-legged pullback. With a good signal bar, I'm going to go long here. The 5-minute losing some momentum here though. Right, the 5-minute actually looks like it wants to scalp out a point here with a good signal bar. On the 5-minute. Good signal bar on the 5-minute. Might make a point to the downside here. This could be our first break of trend. The 5-minute does trigger the second entry. Right, it looks good. Looks like it wants to make a point on the 5-minute. Right. All these people who went long here are taking profits now. Terrible signal bar. 5 minutes still hasn't made a point. 10K might make a second entry. If you want more information about the two-legged pullback indicator, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. So we got a two-legged pullback for ourselves here. And this is the best setup in the right context. Is greater than 90% probability to make a point here. Looking to go long still. Give me a decent signal bar though. Decent looking signal bar, please. Terrible looking signal bar. The risk is very small though. On the 5-minute, it scalps a point. Right, dark red number means it's a second entry. It's a two-legged pullback if I draw it out manually for you guys. If you guys are just rolling in, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes, pandas. Killian asks if I'm going to take this two-legged pullback. I'm thinking about taking this two-legged pullback. Come back to the bottom of the trading range, marked by the trading range indicator. Give me a nice Second entry here. Bottom of the trading range. I want a nice signal bar. Give me a good signal bar. Terrible signal bar. Terrible signal bar. Waiting for a good signal bar, thinking fail breakdown. You're thinking the market needs to make a new high before truly reversing. Plenty of room. Back to the 20 EMA here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bull bar or bear bars in a row though. With a good signal bar, I'm interested in going long. Tracking this candle here. One tick above. Keeping one tick above. Right when it ends, I'm going to place my limit order. 13, here we go. It's a two-legged pullback to the bottom of the trading range. Just enough room. Let me get a limit order here. Just enough room to the 20 EMA. Don't want any shenanigans. Break above. Put my limit order in. Fill me. Let me in. Get me in. Pandas! Pandas! Fill me. Might chase this a little bit here. Might chase this. Okay, actually I think I'm okay. Alright, I'm in this trade. I wanted that one tick retracement because barely enough room to 20 EMA here. Bottom of the trading range, two-legged pullback. Just enough room to the 20 EMA. Touches my target, tickles it. Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! $20 EMA acting as resistance. That's why you want to be careful with that. Stops me out, but hey, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Easy peasy, easy money. Higher low setup here, pandas. Higher low setup. Interested in this as well. This uptrend definitely has cooled down now. We're below the 20 EMA. Gotta be careful here. Higher low setup. I don't like that outside bar reversal. Skipping this trade. I hate outside bar reversals. Skipping this trade. I just don't like outside bar reversals. Two-legged pullback. The highest probable setup when scalping. There is no better setup. I would be interested in going short here, but I first need a new high. If I got a new high here, then I'd be interested in going short. But as the things are now, I'm thinking we're in the bottom of the trading range, coming back up to retest this high. That's my thinking right now, but I don't like the setup here. I don't like the setup. Richard Sanders, great trading week, over 2,400 net profit. Let's go, me. Not taking this two-legged pullback, skipping this two-legged pullback. Too close to the bottom of the trading range here. I am interested in this trap trade to the long side, though. Interested in taking this trap to the long side. Fails like an entry short here. Coming back up to the top of this trading range. Terrible signal bar, but it's a trap. You're thinking new high here. Fails second entry short. The market thought possible reversal here, but I think they forgot the strong uptrend. Needs to make a new high here. If we get another bar like this, I'm no longer interested. This is too choppy for me. 3 overlapping bars. For me, I don't like to enter there. Showing me trading range. Perfect scalp made on that two-legged pullback. You do have to take note, this two-legged pullback makes a point. And so this uptrend could possibly be over. When you have 2 pushes up and that fails, right, to actually reverse it, you're thinking maybe trend has possibly reversed here. We're not going to get that new high, but we shall wait here. The fact that that was able to scalp out a point makes me wonder how we reversed our trend. Are we going to make a measure move down? That's what we're thinking now. Measure move down here. You got to be adaptable. You got to be quick to change your premise when you day trade. And when you scalp especially. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Like I said, pandas, you know, even though I lost that one trade early on, it's like just stick to the plan. You'll get it back. Gotta stick to the plan though, pandas. Looks like it wants to do a trading range up here. Unsure though. If you look at the 5-minute, it sometime today will most likely hit the 20 EMA again. Most likely, it might allow the, you know, might do trading range and the 20 EMA might come up to it or might come down to the 20 EMA. But either way, most likely on the 5-minute chart, we'll hit the 20 EMA sooner or later. It's not a guarantee on the 10K chart. The 10K chart sometimes, because it's based on ticks, it might not touch the 20 EMA. I've seen days where it doesn't touch the 20 EMA. We do have spike in channel type behavior, right? Spike, then channel. This channel broke. Typically, you come and retest the bottom of the channel here. Typically, that's what happens. The market wants to test the bottom of the channel, and then it wants to decide at that point, you know, are we in a trading range, or are we gonna break down? That's what the market does at that point. That's why it likes to go down to this point of the breakout, or when the bottom of the channel. So when spike in channel, typically the market likes to come back to the bottom, test the bottom of the channel. And then it likes to decide if it is going to be in a trading range or reversal. It's good to see 190 current viewers, but pandas, with 190 current viewers with 75 likes, what is going on? Let's go, baby. Make sure you hit that like button. I just want you guys to notice, pandas. Trading range indicator. Mark the trading range way back here. And then when it came up here, it finally reversed. I'm going to respect the trading range indicator as it stands right now. That's why I don't take outside bar reversals, pandas. That's why I don't take outside bar reversals. The previous all-time high is acting as a resistance. The market seems like it wants to come down here and test this spot. I'm going to draw a box here, marking this trading range. But notice, pandas, on the higher time frames, it's just simply coming back to the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. The 5-minute chart simply coming back to the 20 EMA. It looks like a big reversal, but on those higher time frames, you got to be aware that we're just coming back to the 20 EMA. But notice, price action on this chart alone will tell us around this spot is most likely where we're going to find some support, because this is where the bottom of the channel is. Also have a measure move. We're waiting for it to be hit. J-Max says, let me go over some of the chats as we wait for a setup here. Pandas, pandas, pandas. Greg Martin says 2 winners on that move down. That was fast. H-Cal says, holy crap, this is exciting. Steve T asks, Panda or other chat members, where do you recommend doing an in-depth study on signal bars? Al Brooks has a very in-depth study of that, but typically, just bullish bar ending near its high. Has a small, right? It doesn't have big wicks. Ending. This in my mind, it's kind of common sense, but for some other people, they like to have like exact definitions. I believe Mac from Price Action Trading just says it has to be on the upper 1/3. Doesn't matter if it's doji or not. As long as the upper 1/3, it's fine. Like for this bar, for instance, is bullish to Mac because it ends on the upper 1/3. Kellyanne says, hello, my pandas. I am late. Welcome to the stream, Kelly. I'm just going over some of the chats. Sorry, I've been so locked on to the charts because of all the movement so far. Brandon Jones says, Mac from Price Action Trading is like getting a bachelor's degree, while Al Brooks is like getting a PhD. Thomas Wade also has some good videos. I kind of agree with that. I think, honestly, Mac is like high school. It's like getting your associates. But Al Brooks, definitely, literally, it's master level, graduate level training when it comes to price action. In my opinion, it's actually just master level. Let's go over chats. Kellyanne says, that's okay, Panda. I busted my Lilu account. And I was so close. We were all cheering you on, Kelly. The thing is, you were so close. I mean, I would say, did you do something that goes against your strategy? Was some other factor affecting you? Because you were actually so close, and it's just, when you're that close, I know that you have the ability to do it. On the Discord, Kelly was giving us her numbers, and she was just so close and killing it every day. And so I guess, yeah, maybe just took that one trade. Kelly says, Lilu's hard. You can only lose 2 trades, and that's in my mind like impossible. I lose 2 trades all the time, like in a row. Maybe you're trading too large on the Lilu account. If you get busted in 2 trades, then maybe you're trading too large. That's what I'm thinking. Greg Martin asks what the 10K tick chart is. Scruffy answers it beautifully. Thank you. Richard Harris, rest in peace to all that were murdered by the Biden administration yesterday. This is getting political, pandas. J-Mac says, been burned so many times trying to fade all-time highs. Do not fade all-time highs. J-Mac says, Richard Harris, rest in peace to the 645,000 that have died of COVID under the negligence of Trump. Oh my. What is happening? Don't get political. I mean, it's a free country. I just think, whatever side you're on, I will say this. Without a doubt, CNN is definitely liberal news media. They say they're neutral, but 100% they are. I mean, what is it? Veritas did a special on them, and they basically uncovered them being this very left-wing media source. The fact that the super left-wing media source is actually covering Biden in a negative way on how he's handling Afghanistan, I think, in my opinion, says a lot. Says a lot. If this was Trump and this happened to Trump, the media would be going berserk right now. Just absolutely berserk on Trump. But the fact that they can't even hide it, right? So, I mean, for me, my opinion is Trump, Biden. I mean, Biden wanted to come out. It's just the fact that just know that whatever news media you're watching, it's biased. And that's for conservative news outlets too. They're biased as well. So just be aware. I think it's good to have a balance. And if you can't have discussions anymore, I think that's a loss. As if you're just like throwing stones or throwing rocks, at each other behind your brick walls, then that's also not at all helpful. I think it's good to have discussion. Always good to have discussions. And that's why I feel it's terrible that politics has become so polarizing in that way. Alright, that's it for my soapbox. Kellyanne says, I don't like this one either. I think she was referring to this long here or this short. I'm not sure. But yeah, coming down, failed breakdown of this trading range. Coming back up. No setups for us though yet, pandas. No setups yet for us. Coming back to the all-time highs, which is this line. Richard Sanders says, I live in Georgia. Jack Beyond says, I'm thinking about pulling 500K from my account. How would you guys use 500K and make it to $1 million? I'll put 500K all into one single scalp and see what happens. I'm just joking. Jack Beyond, you have a very, very nice situation, nice problem. What to do with 500K? That's an amazing place to be in. Free Paper Cut says, don't watch the news, watch charts. Truly, people all over the world from here. I love it. Panda for president. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think so. I would never want to be president. That just sounds like a stroke every single day. Kellyanne asks, can we get an entry here or what? That's what I'm thinking. We're going to make a new high here. That's what the market wants. It wants to make a new high, but we do have a strong minor reversal here, right? 2 pushes down actually below the 20 MA. Pretty strong minor reversal in my opinion. So if we do make a new high, actually a major trend reversal would not be that bad, right? If you look for a trap, failed second entry long, that might not be a bad trade to take. Hey pandas. It's sad to say this. Oh wow, we hit 100 likes. Let's go, baby. Do appreciate it. I hate to say this, pandas, but it's about that time, and the weekend just feels so long missing this community. Pandas, sorry. Gonna have to end this stream. Life calls, the full-time calls. But pandas, have an amazing weekend. Remember, there's a free trial on this indicator. Try it for free. I made it for free for you guys, so you guys can try it out. If you like it, then feel free to purchase it. If you don't like it, then no harm done. Check it out, though. Also, hey, hit that like button if you want to support this channel. Hit that subscribe button if you want to know the next time I'm streaming. Well, Pandas, I'll see you guys Monday. Bright and early. Have an amazing weekend. Trade safe, everybody. Seriously. Trade safe. Don't chase. It's not worth. There's always another setup somewhere down the road. Pandas, as always, happy trading. God bless. I'll see you guys Monday, bright and early. Really wish I could do this all day. Pandas, that is life.